Today, from London, England, series on EA Sports. It's the London Black Knights taking on the New Orleans Saints.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the London Black Knights. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at the Londoners as they get ready here. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they come in at an early crossroads here, facing a tough opponent on the road where a loss would make them 0-3.
And when you start that way, doubts really start to creep into a locker room, and guys start to battle each other instead of worrying about winning games.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. Leading the charge is the UCF product who hails from right there in the Orlando area in Altamont Springs, Blake Bortles.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
On play action, now Bortles. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
We're not even a quarter way into the season. He's already off to a pretty nice start. NFC Offensive Player of the Week in last week's game.
Yeah, week 2, he was electric. See what week 3 has in store. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Room here to run. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game, it leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
10 at the 22-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Bortles. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards.
1st down, Saints.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Number 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. There's a nice move. That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
Pass. Complete.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. To throw is Bortles. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Blocked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
Saints 3.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
30-yard run.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into...
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty.
Catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he returns this to the 22.
Harris on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
There'll be 37 yards there on the punt. London about set to take over on offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now...
This is caught at the 20. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Taken in the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Saints offense offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Throwing again on second down. Bortles. Sanders has it over the middle.
Complete to Emmanuel Sanders.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Fielded just inside the 30.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching your partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Kamara, the ball carrier. He was taken down at the 50-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd.
Bortles to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
For Emmanuel Sanders. Incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short. They elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
By the Saints.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
2nd and 10.
Now Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Bortles. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
A loss of 7 yards.
It's up about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
20.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
35-yard line.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best one.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! C.D. Lamb with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Now for the point after. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here's Harris to return it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you do it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Bortles. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Bortles. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. A pair of touchdown passes for him, the lead on the scoreboard as we glance at those 2 TD passes. Yeah, this is what my old coach used to call rockin' easy right now. Everything is going well. Throwing the touchdown passes, boom, and boom. The team's in the lead. Grins for everyone. And looking for more grins as we roll on here. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Intercepted by the Saints.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
A run for Kamara on 1st down, but the running room closes up quickly as he's only able to get a yard there. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and
a 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
On the carry. The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Bortles pass.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops. and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Jalen Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Kamara off the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Bortles going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. And that is too far out in front. Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. CeeDee Lamb doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Brandon, we're not even out of the first quarter yet. And that's his 3rd receiving touchdown of the game. Tremendous job. And I think this might come under the heading of when someone has the hot hand, you've got to keep going back to him.
And on the defensive side, they better figure something out quickly.
Yeah, I think that no matter what, you've got to do something to slow him down. I don't care if it's double or triple coverage. Make someone else emerge because right now he's absolutely shredding him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Kamara with a carry on 1st down, but this defense on him in a hurry, and he'll wind up losing a couple.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Loss of 2 yards.
He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. London about set to take over on offense. Now, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
His 2-yard line.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
And 11.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Throwing is Bortles. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st down, Saints.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Taken down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 41, Bortles. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, New Orleans.
Here's Bortles to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Jalen Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Bortles. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about it on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there. 55 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Alexander.
He can run for it, and he will. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
47, Saints 8.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and we will not see a run back. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore.
Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
At the 4-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me?
The top rope. I like it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Covered by Stephon Gilmore.
On the ground, Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going. That's exactly what you're looking for.
Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. London about set to take over on offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. CeeDee Lamb on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And this offense is running away with this one. And the route is on here in this first half. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And it's 3rd.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
4th down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Back at the 27.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And his kick is good. So not only is that his third touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Bortles now to throw. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. 30. And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Bortles. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
22-yard line.
Shotgun now for Bortles. That he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Richard Sherman.
Again, they'll throw with Bortles. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Makes the score Black Knights 75.
So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on.
The kick is good.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Bortles now on 1st down. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Jalen Smith in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. A final shot before half for Bortles. Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Turning into quite a rout as it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, and it's the Giants who are out in front. Daniel Jones, responsible for the lone touchdown in the game thus far as he's thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head over to the Windy City, check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they've got the lead over the visiting L.A. Rams as that one's gone to halftime. Nick Foles with a couple of touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Tennessee Titans. The Titans trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Trying to lay one up deep. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
By the Saints.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. From the gun, it's Bortles. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And it drops down incomplete.
It leads to
Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to go up top and got his man complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there. 85 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. That was a nice little setup there off play action for the long touchdown pass.
And I've got to tell you, it brings back bad memories for a guy like me as a former defensive back, because in a playbook I knew a long time ago, we described that play pattern as draw pass 9 go, meaning fly pattern after the play action pass, try and hit it for the deep ball, and boy, were they successful on that one. So tough because his speed is so great. You've got to make sure you don't miss any cues or keys in order to try and keep up with him.
Draw pass 9 go. That's still a nightmare to this day.
Yeah, I still wake up in the middle of the night and feel the guy going past me.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Saints, 1st down.
To throw is Bortles. A short throw, and it's going to be pulled in by Fertzer. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now Bortles. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
On the carry. He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
He ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
Their own 20-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some.
That's caught inside the 20. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And this offense continues to pour it on. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send them in.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Point after, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And this carries into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad
glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. From the gun on third down, Bortles. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. London about set to take over on offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. 45 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record. 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes. Someone delivering it accurately. Offensive line giving them time to throw the ball. A true team record. But he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
On first down, Bortles. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put
to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 33. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 4-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Jalen Smith has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
After the sack on first down, Bortles. And he coughed it up. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it.
Bortles pass complete.
These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Play to the running back.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
Play to the running back.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
and this one is no good. He missed it, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's a rare two-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent block.
The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And they give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The tackle, no gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
Down behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On 2nd and 12, Bortles. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. London about set to take over on offense. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss...
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. punching it in from a yard away as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Bortles now on first down. Steps away. And he's going to keep it here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And it's Bortles, the quarterback, slow to get up. Looks like he's going to need a moment or two. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now Hundley. This will be his first throw off the bench. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Covered by Stephon Gilmore.
Throwing, Hundley. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return.
Their own 34.
London about set to take over on offense. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to fire, and this will be caught at the 30. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Holding offense.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down and 20.
He's going to let it go again. That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And this offense is running away with this one.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hundley under pressure, and down he goes. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now Hundley. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And it's fielded at the 34. Evades the tackler and now some space. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they try the right side here. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Play to the running back.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff looking right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down.
The tackle by Janoris Jenkins.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Saints.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
By the Saints.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other.
As Sanders has it poked free. It's going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Remember that kind of a deficit? You can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. London about set to take over on offense. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get this down to the 10. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's what...
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
At the 33-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hundley looking middle, and it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down. And 8 yards to go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
London about set to take over on offense. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster? And he's taken down here by the Saints. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every... Every quarterback, because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and now it's 2nd down.
He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
Now here's a throw that's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer at this one.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
1st down and 10. At their own.
London about set to take over on offense. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off there.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A big play there. 74 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring...
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
A loss of 5 yards.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. In trouble, and he's taken down.
A loss of 13 yards.
And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or lights out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
London about set to take over on offense. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Notice that.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
A big play there. 53 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left or right for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Traquan Smith. It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
They'll look to throw here. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He's going to rifle one deep left, and that's caught inside the 30. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there. 61 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Sanders. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
12. First down, New Orleans.
34's the mic. 34's the mic. He's coming. Check him. Check him. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On play action, they'll throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Alvin Kamara. He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
A loss of 6 yards.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly have the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle because it really stresses the safeties. And they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
He'll fire deep downfield for, and that's caught inside the 30. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. To throw again on 2nd down. Hundley will get this one underneath to Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
To Alvin Kamara.
It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
And the Saints 1st down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Anthony Frisker, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw again. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one may be his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
He's going to fight. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30. 10, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Here's Harris to return it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Deontay Harris on the return.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because